Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and this is my March TBR, and to determine my TBR I am using a TBR game that I came up with and created. It's called TBR Circus and I actually improved it a little bit. I colored in with markers to make it a little bit brighter and I really like how it turned out. And yeah, let's get into the video. Before we get into the roles, I wanted to mention that I came up with all of the punishments for myself, and so the rules for punishing myself are, so if I don't finish one book that month, it can roll over to the next month, and then next month I have to absolutely read that book. If I haven't read that book by in 2 months, I have to punish myself. However, if I have more than one book that I haven't finished, I also have to punish myself. And the way that I'm going to be punishing myself is I am going to roll a dice, and whichever number comes up, I have to do that thing. So for 1, I have 2 extra rolls. For 2, I have bomb book. 3 is unhauling a book from my shelf. 4 is 1 month book buying ban. 5 is full game of circus. So I am starting from the beginning and going to the end line, and it can be 5 rolls or it can be 25 rolls, and it's really crazy. And the 6th one is to purge my Goodreads to be read shelf to see what books I don't feel like reading anymore. And yeah, it can be like purging 1 book or 5 books, you know? But I think I would do like not less than 3 books. So that's the punishments, and yeah, we are actually very close to the end, which means I will be rewarding myself with a book. I will be treating myself in March, and yeah, now finally let's go to roll number 1. Hi guys, it's editing me, and I realized I never told you how I did in February. So I read all of the books from my February TBR except for 1. I did not get a chance to get to Orphan Monsters Pie by Matt Colleen, even though I really wanted to. However, I didn't. I haven't even started it. Maybe I will start it tomorrow. Tomorrow is February 28th, and maybe I will start it, but definitely not finish because that book is quite big. And yeah, basically it means that I have to roll this book over to my February TBR, and I don't have to punish myself yet because it was just 1 book, and if I don't end up reading that in March, then I will be punishing myself in April, but I'm pretty sure I will because I'm very excited for that one. Roll number 1 is 8. 7, 8. And the challenge is first in a series. Roll number 1 was new adult or adult, and the challenge is first in a series. And for this one, I will actually be listening to an audiobook, and that is Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. So this is a story about a girl who lives with her boyfriend and her best friend. And so she goes to the balcony and she sees this guy from the other building playing guitar on his balcony. So a big part of this book is music, and then our main character finds out that her boyfriend and her best friend are cheating on her. Like her boyfriend is cheating, not her girlfriend, not her like best friend, you know, but like they are betraying her. And so she quickly moves out of this apartment and she goes to live with the guy from the other building, and chemistry happens. And this is the first book in the series, but I don't think I will be continuing on because I haven't heard really good things about the second book. However, I am very excited to read the first book. Roll number 2. 7. Thriller or mystery, and the challenge is set in a country you want to travel to, which is pretty much any country in the world. Role number 2 is mystery or thriller, and the challenge is a country you want to travel to, and this could be any book, honestly, because I want to travel to most countries in the world, and so USA works amazing for this because like it's one of my biggest dreams to travel to the US, and I chose Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout for this one. I have never read anything by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I really want to change that. However, I don't know much about this book. I know that our main character is Samantha, but other than that, I don't know anything. And honestly, I would like to keep it like that. So now let's go to role number 3. Role number 3 is 7. A blue blank, and the challenge is a book published before 2015. Role number 3 was blue blank. We surely get a lot of these, and the challenge is a book published before 2015 is Time Between Us by Tamara Ireland Stone. All I know about this book is that one of the characters is from the 90s and the other character is from 2010-ish, and so they were never supposed to meet, but they did. They somehow end up meeting, and I absolutely love the concept of time travel in books, and I am really, really excited to see where this goes. Rule number 4 is a double 4. And the challenge is free. Rule number 4 got us to the finish line and also gave us an extra roll because we rolled double 4, which means we are gonna do 6 rolls, which is not really bad because I read 6 books pretty easily. And so from now on, whenever we land on finish, it's going to be any genre. However, I have to choose a challenge for that, and challenge for this one actually came up to be free, so I can read any book that I want, and it means that I can put in another book from my Buzzwordathon TBR. And for this role, I decided to choose All This Time by Mickey Daughtry and Rachel Lippincott. So these are the authors of 5 Feet Apart, which I actually haven't read. I've watched the movie and I absolutely love that movie, but like I love this cover. It's so gorgeous, and it's in Russian, but that's okay. I can read in Russian pretty easily. And again, I don't know much about this book. All I know is that Kyle and Kimberly are like high school sweethearts, but then Kimberly decides to break up with Kyle, and they get into this car accident, and Kyle barely survives, but Kimberly dies, and this book deals with grief and all of those kinds of things, and I hope it's really good because I've heard that 5 Feet Apart is kind of juvenile, so hopefully this is not too juvenile, and yeah, I am so excited. I love this cover so much. So we are starting our second round of circus, and roll number 5 is 9. Blue blank, and challenge is color. Roll number 5 was another blue blank. I surely get a lot of those. I don't know why, because there are a lot of other colors and it's the same amount of blues, greens, yellows, not yellows, pinks, reds. I'm just looking, there's my game, you know. And the challenge was color, and I can interpret this in any way. So it can be a character of color, or it can be a title, like with a color in the title, or it can be a ton of colors in on the cover, you know. And so I can interpret it in a lot of ways, which is amazing. And for that, I decided to go with Dear Martin by Nick Stone. I got this very recently, but I really want to read it. It's one of the highest rated books on my TBR, and I'm really excited. And so basically, this is a story about Justice McAllister, who is a very smart guy. He is up to be an Ivy League student, and the only problem is that he is a black guy in America, and yeah, like things start to happen, and he finds himself chained up. And I'm excited. I've heard nothing but great things about this book. So yeah, now we can go to roll number 6. Roll number 6? 7. Green mug! So, roll number 6 got us to a green mug again, second month in a row, which I'm very excited about because I really need to finish those 50 books this year. So let's choose a book. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And we have I Love You So Mochi by Sarah Kuhn. So we got I Love You So Mochi by Sarah Kuhn, and I am very excited about this book. I have it on audiobook and I will definitely be listening to it. And I just, like, I know I'm so bad with describing books this month because I don't know nothing about them, but it's the way I like to go into books. I don't like to know too much about them. All I know about this is that it's supposed to be really cute and really like fluffy contemporary, and it's set either in Japan or Korea or Taiwan. One of those three, I know for sure, because it's the title is Mochi and we have the sakura trees in the background, but yeah, I'm sure it's set in one of those three countries. And thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, even though I couldn't tell you anything about the books that I'm going to be reading. I have a few other books that I want to read for Buzzword, but I don't think I'm gonna mention them here just because it's the TBR circus game, you know? It's just about books that I play and I get on my TBR circus. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you very soon. Bye!